Hey guys, so this is a video that's based on the colour of my hair. I haven't done a video beforehand, but it's pretty easy. My hair was a really dark brown, and I wanted to achieve this reddish, pinkish, kind of purpley colour. It's turned out pretty well, and a few people have already asked me how did I achieve this colour. I'll give you a closer view in the light as to what kind of colour it is. But you can see I've actually got bright purple roots at the moment. So they need sorting out and on my hairline. But it's kind of, yeah, you can see the reds. You can see some slight purpley bits. Not very good lighting. But my ends are slightly pink as well. I've got like magenta pink highlights, but it looks amazing. I love it regardless. It is the colour that I wanted to achieve, and for those of you who are trying to achieve a similar colour, the process that I went through from dark brown was obviously bleaching. Now I've bleached my hair a lot of times in the past and my ends have always fallen off, and I wasn't willing to put my hair through too much damage, although bleach, no matter what, it's going to be damaging to your hair. But I went ahead and I used it's TruZone cream peroxide. As you can see, it's only 60% 20 volume. More time, well, every time in the past I've always used 30 volume or 40, which has sent it through the skies in terms of the orange and the yellowness of it. But I used this, and then I used TruLites bleach. I haven't actually got it with me because I finished it all, but it's just your standard blue bleach, sorry. So yeah, what I done was I done a bleach bath on my hair to start with. Now it was naturally, well, it's not naturally dark brown, but dark brown hair, coloured. Only way I'm going to be able to lift it realistically in the time that I wanted was the bleach bath. So peroxide, bleach, I mixed that in a bowl. All I used was, I just used a little glass type of thing like this. Mixed that together, and then I added a clarifying shampoo that's kind of like a pH balance type thing. I'm not a hairdresser, so I don't know completely. But I mixed my shampoo in with the peroxide and the bleach once those two had been mixed beforehand. And all I done was I didn't wash my hair. I kind of wet it with cold water, let it get to that damp kind of stage, and then put my bleach on. And because it's got the shampoo in it, it still lathers up like you're going to wash it. The only difference is you don't necessarily have to wash it straight away. Whereas I was trying to get quite an intense lift, I left mine on. So I made sure I'd done my tips first, because my tips are oh my god, they're awful to get rid of in terms of dark colours, especially my fringe as well, which has come out quite well in regards to the colour and how light it got. So yeah, left it on my hair. I covered my hair in some foil. I then put a plastic bag over my head and wrapped it in a towel, and I sat down and watched EastEnders for what, half an hour, and washed it off. I then got this amazing yellowy orange colour again, as always with bleach on coloured hair, well, dark hair anyway. But it wasn't damaged. I mean, my ends were a little bit strawy, but it's been nothing like it's ever been before. Now, I've obviously left that overnight. I put a conditioning treatment in it. It was only a very subtle conditioning treatment because conditioner can affect colouring after. So I left the conditioner in for maybe about an hour or so once I'd bleached it. I washed that out. I let it dry naturally. I didn't put any kind of heat sources on it to break it straight away. And I woke up this morning and I popped the colour on it. Now, I have done a lot of research into trying to obtain this colour. And all that I was looking for, it was either too red, too pink or too purple. So I went with my gut feeling and I got... It's called Directions. It's a semi-permanent hair colour. It's got a conditioning type of thing in it as well, so it doesn't damage the crap out of your hair altogether. I used a dark Tulip, which is kind of a purplish kind of colour with a red tint, and I then used Rubine, and that's kind of more a reddish kind of colour with the pink. I mixed them two together. I put it on my hair for about, I'd say about 35 minutes, because I wanted it to achieve the maximum colour that it could. I didn't want to wash it off too quickly and be left with orange patches, etc. I started with the tips again first and done my roots last, but as you can see, I haven't managed to get rid of all the purple on my scalp there. They're a tiny bit lighter in terms of my root to about here. But I did leave them last because obviously with the bleaching process they had gone pretty much white. Now with these products, it's the Richie Directions semi-permanent, again for anyone that wasn't taking notice beforehand. They stain really bad. These are just a normal pair of hair dyeing gloves, and you can see the pink on those. Not only that, my bathroom did get quite messy. I managed to find that bleach, just rub it down with bleach and rinse it off. It does tend to come out of like the sink and around the bathtub, etc. Always be careful with your clothes and stuff like that, because this does stain really bad. I got a little bit on my dressing gown here. You can see that, and that's been through the wash already once today since I've done it, and it's not managed to shift any of the staining or the colour that's on there. So please always be careful in terms of, don't try and make it too messy, try and make it as tidy and clean as possible.